Hello. Oh my gosh, why am I so low? One sec. Hello, how's it going? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Hold on. Just getting my ducks in a row. I realize Oh, that's light on the ground. I realized I didn't post on Instagram, so let me do that really quick. But hello, I hope everybody's had a good week so far. I can't type and chat at the same time. One second. On Instagram, I'm live. Come hang. Come hang. Talking. What are we doing today? We're talking about colonial revival architecture today. Again, I realize it's been 2.5 months since we talked about it and I forget everything. So come hang, talking about colonial revival and vibing in vibing in Sims 4. You'll have my undivided attention in 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I just need to put a link. Do I link to my Twitch or my YouTube? Hello. Okay. I'll do Twitch. There we go. Okay. We figured it out. We figured it out. All right. Okay. Kind of a big day planned. It's my first Friday stream back in 2.5 months. Hello, I'm stoked to be here. I was here last week, but it was kind of more of like a secret chill stream just to make sure that the dual streaming works because I am on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Hello from both platforms. Just a disclaimer, if you are watching on YouTube, my chat bubbles only show up if you type in Twitch, but they're really, really cute. I'm gonna make you jealous. Look at them. Look at that. Yeah. There. They're really cute. So if you want to be on the chat bubbles, if you want to be in the videos, chat there. But week's been good. I have some life updates. I did mention last week that part of the reason for my longer hiatus was because I did switch jobs. Surprisingly, I wasn't expecting to. Hold on, I'm getting a preview of my stream that I don't want to have. I don't like watching myself while I'm live. Does anyone get that? Or it's like the same as like when you're like, when you hear a recording of your voice and then it's just really jarring and you're like, whoa. I did a surprise job switch. And I'm really excited about it. I don't want to get too detailed or too specific just because I like my privacy, but I will say that I have moved out of commercial offices into way more interesting stuff. I don't really know how to get more specific. The most specific I'm gonna get is that it's mountain architecture, which is like way more in my wheelhouse. I'm a mountain baby. I love the Rocky Mountains. I'm from Western Canada. It's beautiful here, so I'm so stoked to be in a new position that brings me closer to them on a daily basis, regular basis. So it's great, but it has taken a little bit of my attention and time just for that transition. We were working on a few things in my personal life on stream pertaining to my house renos. We were doing some live kitchen design in the spring, as well as some of like honestly the rest of the main floor. We were kind of going to do it all in one fell swoop. We did, I think, reach a kitchen design that I'm happy with. However, we were hoping to start it over the summer and it has gotten paused, and I have bad news as of literally today, literally this week. We have to push it back a little bit further because our sunroom has the most terrible roof leaks, and we learned that it is causing really severe water damage behind the sunroom walls. So we actually have our insurance involved now, and I had a restoration contractor at my house today to take a look at all of the water damage, the severity of it. They have to send out a roofer next week. I just want a new kitchen so bad, and things just keep coming up. So it is what it is. It's the reality of home ownership. But if you have not been to my channel before, hello, we're happy to have you. My name's Angorabuilds. I'm an architectural technologist based out of Western Canada, and I model buildings in 3D for a living. I also stream about home design on Twitch and YouTube simultaneously now, which is super cool that we have this option. But I do love to talk about design. I love when it's collaborative as well. So when we are doing things like we're doing today, Sims4 colonial revival home design, I want your input and insight because it is more fun with friends. Please and thank you. It's appreciated. But that will segue to what we are doing today, which is working on, I didn't even open Sims4. Let's open it in the background while I talk about this. I'll give a bit of an intro here. Back in June, we picked a house from the Reddit zillowgonewild subreddit, which is just like a subreddit that is dedicated to really crazy, ridiculous house postings on Zillow. And we picked one that we were going to reconstruct in Sims 4. And we settled on this colonial revival house. I don't even think the listing is here anymore. Hold on. I can show you this much. It did get sold since, so that's really cool. But there. We picked this house, and part of the reason why it was a good candidate was because we were able to do all of the building entirely based off of the photos. There was like 95 photos or something crazy like that, so I think we got it pretty accurate in Sims 4. The game is almost loaded, so I can show you where we landed. So we built it as per the existing house, and then now we're renovating it. That's what we are in the middle of. Let me go to Manage Worlds, and I will show you. Oh, hello, EA? Hello? There it is. We did it in Newcrest, just because we need all the lot space. But you can see I actually have two versions. So I have this version here, which is like the OG version. This is uploaded to the cloud, by the way. So if you do play Sims 4 and you want to try renovating it, it is there. My EA ID is the exact same as my YouTube/stream handle. But, hello? There we go. We're lagging a little bit. I'll show you where we got. And this is pretty much existing. Just existing. So it's 3 stories. And you're gonna have to trust me that we did pretty good getting accurate to the photos. I almost wish I had the photos. I sort of saved them in a drive so that we could do like some side-by-side comparisons really quick. But long story short, they pretty much stripped this beautiful colonial revival house of all of its character on the interior and just kind of went straight black and white, I guess, everywhere. They installed these like really bad build-outs over the character fireplaces, and now they're just these like big slate build-outs instead. Got rid of all of the individual rooms, completely open concept now. And then this kitchen extension on the back was existing to the listing, so that was not something that we added. But I actually don't hate the kitchen either. Again, it was quite close to this. White counters, white backsplash, very safe, but also very modern. So I'd like to try and redo this. Oh, and the master suite. Get this. This is the frickin' master suite. Look, so the master suite, these 3 rooms here, this is the master suite. Freaking ridiculous. So massive. So this was like the bedroom where the bed went, and then this like entryway to it, and then this ridiculously large, not very efficient walk-in closet. Like you get like, this is literally how it was in the photos. They literally just like put shelving and millwork for the closet organization along the perimeter of the room, and then the rest of the room is just wide and open and vacant. Same with this bathroom. Look at this. Look at how wide open this is. It's so large. so massive. So I'll play around with some reconfigurations because I do think that when we renovate this, I might correct this gargantuan master suite and just make it half of the floor plate instead of literally the full floor plate, plus a bedroom here. And then the upstairs is just all bedrooms as well with a bathroom. They're much smaller in comparison to so tiny, so tiny. So if you look at the perimeter of it, the third floor is quite a bit smaller just because this curved style roof, I don't even know what this style of roof is called, but this style of roof takes away from the floor plate, so it is quite a bit smaller. I don't necessarily know if I want to do a ton of changes to the perimeter per se, but I have some articles on colonial revival design that I wanted to review and discuss before we get to this. We actually did start some of the reno work 2.5 months ago. Actually, maybe let's look at what we were starting first before we jump into it too far. I'll review what we did, just so we know. And I'm pretty sure we were only on the main floor. That was it. And the biggest change so far that I can say, yeah, it looks like we're not even done these 2 rooms on the left. So we did not get super far, but the biggest change was the reclosing back in of the floor plate instead of the massive open floor. Because I did try to renovate it all open concept. And to be honest, it just felt so open. I don't know, it felt way too big, kind of uncomfortably big. And I do remember when we were doing our initial research on colonial revival interior design, having a intentional entryway as well as segmented rooms like this is very typical to the colonial and colonial revival design. So I felt to pay homage to that, let's bring it back. Let's see. Oh yeah, see, we even picked wall finishes in some of these. The entryway, though, I think is really nice. It's so small, though, but we got lots of wainscoting. I did go with a darker oak as well, because I don't know, the lightwood just feels so modern. You don't see a lot of older character homes with the really light, like almost like washed out white wood that they installed instead before. And all I remember before we get into our articles is that we were intending to make this room on the bottom left here more of a library, I guess, like a hobby space. If we're talking about game mechanics and Sims, this is where I'd want to have like the chess table or an artist easel, something pertaining to skill development, as well as a formal office. So I guess like a study/library with a formal office. We'll do a formal living room here at the front on the right, and then a dining room here at the top. And then we'll review what we want to do for the kitchen if we want to swap out the millwork and stuff. Make it something like a little bit more character-driven, character-focused, I guess we'll say. But the checkered floor at the beginning too. I'm obsessed with this. I love this. I'm really excited. The wallpaper too. Wallpaper and wainscoting are like 2 of my favorite things with character home design, and I think we just get to go crazy with this. So this will be great. To preface as well, I wouldn't classify myself as a Sims builder. I model buildings in 3D for a living. I work in architecture. Sims is something that I only really started dabbling in kind of when I started streaming, because it is a really easy to access and approachable build game. I have a couple expansion packs now. I have cottage living, and then I don't know if they're expansion packs or kits. For kits, I have vintage glamour, clutter, the plant one, and then I have some custom content as well. So I'm a little bit more basic in what my arsenal of components is, but I'll do my best. And I'm also open to suggestions. So if anyone in the chat knows a lot more about Sims than I do, and you know of some good kits, expansion packs, whatever, that would be nice to have. I assume eventually the ideal answer is all of them. But until that point, until that day, we will work with what we got. So that is the introduction of this in a very long-winded explanation. Let's get into the actual colonial revival design and refresh our memory with that. Because initially we did cover, I think, like 3 articles and 2 house tours back then. So today I have just 1 basic article to refresh my memory, and then I believe these are 2... Well, this is a house tour, so maybe we should do this last. And then this one here is also a colonial revival article. Okay, so we'll just jump into it. I'm excited to learn more. I'm sure my memory will get refreshed. I remember there was one article that we read that was really, really fascinating because it got into the breakdown of the like almost like the math that goes into the wainscoting and the decorative trim and the columns, because a lot of colonial and colonial revival design has a lot of draws a lot of inspiration from Greek and Roman architecture. So it broke down. I remember it gets into a lot of math and fractions, like the column base should be, I think it's like 1/4 or 1/3 of the size of the rest of the column. Or it was breaking down like even the heights of the baseboards relative to the heights of the mantles on the fireplaces, relative to the heights of the crown molding on the roof. It was really cool. I didn't realize it got so intricate. So one day I'd like to dive into that more. I'm sure there's like some kind of documentary or something exists somewhere that gets into it more, but because we can't even control that stuff in Sims, I don't think it's worth it today. We're just going to learn everything we need to know about colonial revival design. I'm curious about colors. So when we're looking at photos and when we're going through articles like this, I'm looking at things like palettes, upholstery finishes. I'm not really looking at the configurations of the furniture per se. I'm just looking at, I guess, general overalls that overlap between all the photos that would be easier to emulate, if that makes sense. So, colonial revival architecture is one of the most widespread and well-known residential architectural trends in America's history. We can trace it back to origins of 1876, when the country celebrated its centennial, inspiring some Americans to wistfully and romantically look back on the colonial period. While the practice of colonization and the slavery which almost always ensued is a dark period in our past, early America represented an idyllic time to the descendants of the ones doing the colonizing. That version of traditional American values resonated in a period marked by social upheaval due to the aftermath of the Civil War, the evolution of industries driving the economy, and the influx of immigrants from a troubled Europe. For the purposes of architecture, this meant a fervent revival of colonial architecture over the next several decades. I do recall learning about this, about how colonial revival had a surgence actually into the 1940s, I think. 1940s and 1950s. Interesting how it correlates with times of war and patriotism. That's an interesting link that I'm sure there's a rabbit hole worth going down. And we did break down some of the differences in the styles of colonial design. I remember one distinction between colonial versus colonial revival is a lot of colonial revival styles have a blend of multiple, because there's American colonial, there's French colonial, Spanish colonial, etc., etc. Colonial revival often has a blend of components of multiple. So here, for example, this is feels very French colonial to me, but I'm sure there's aspects of other... No, to be honest, this kind of just feels French, but actually it's going to get into it here. As we know, original colonial architecture includes house styles introduced by the British, French, Spanish, and Dutch settlers in early America. By the late 1800s, Victorian Italianate and Greek revival houses were also common, which were larger and more ornate in than their colonial predecessors. and their popularity certainly influenced how the colonial revival evolved. The colonial revival movement really gained nationwide momentum at the turn of the century and was extremely popular through the 1940s. There it goes. Further instigated by advances of photography and printing, which made an abundance of true colonial precedent available to the public nationwide. Oh, that's cool. Okay, that makes sense. I didn't realize that that is where some of the momentum around the trend of colonial design came from, but that makes a lot of sense. The correlation between photography and printing, being able to see the photos of it. Cool. Let's see. And what I'm also really interested in is how we can renovate this Sims home in a way that pays homage to colonial revival style without literally making it that. Like, I do want it to be a character home, but a modern character home, right? Like, we still probably want to have a TV in the house. We'd like to have a fridge. I don't want to use, like, I know the cottage living has, like, the off-grid fridges and stuff like that. We're not going to go historically accurate. We're just going to nod to it. So, this is where it's important we get into what defines colonial revival homes. And this is also such a beautiful color palette. Get out of here. I would be, like, if this were my house, though, I would be so nervous about, like, dirtying anything. I get so nervous with white chairs, specifically. Like, white dining chairs. What a risk. Don't invite children over. So what do colonial revival homes look like? A lot like their predecessors, but bigger and fancier. And also, yeah, more ornate, because they did start to draw from other examples of colonial design. Another reason for being fancier is the technology around building materials was a lot more advanced getting into the early 1900s than it was in the, I guess, 1700s, when colonial was the predominant style. So a lot like their predecessor. If you've ever driven through a neighborhood with older homes dating back to the 20s and 30s, several are undoubtedly some form of colonial revival style. The homes were a fusion of previous colonial styles, featuring elements from several original colonial architecture styles, primarily Dutch and British, but were influenced by not only the more ornate Victorian-era homes that mostly preceded this trend, but also by the modern advances that allowed for additional flexibility not afforded to our patriot ancestors. I'm really good at predicting where we're going to go with this article and what they're going to teach us. I'm patting myself on the back. I called this before they said it. This enabled architects and home builders of the early 1900s to take a previous generation's architecture and revisit it in their current cultural and technological context, effectively reinventing it for their own immediate needs. Learning. Side gabled roof, one where the triangular part of the roof is on the sides of the house, looking at the front door so you only see shingles, was the most popular roof style, but barn-like gambrel roofs with dormers, which mostly topped Dutch colonial revivals, and hip roofs, one where all four sides of the roof sloped down towards the walls, were commonly used. Gambrel is such a funny word for a roof. See, and I don't know why, for the longest time, when I was younger, I always assumed gambrel or like Dutch roofs. I just called them barn roofs because that's where you see it the most commonly. And I never really thought about it. I've been interested in architecture since I was 6 years old. The reason the gambrel roof has the like two side points pushed out like it does is to allow for more living space on the second story. And I didn't learn that until last year. And it was one of those like, oh, duh moments. So I don't know. I always just thought it was like the shape that they liked or something. In the same way that, yeah. Anyway. The moldings along the top exterior walls, known as cornices, and overhangs that projected out from the roofs were more ornate and larger. Poker notes and windows also got a makeover of sorts, Projecting bay windows, double windows, and triple windows, never used before in the original colonial styles, were seen in revivals. Okay, so that's a good indication as well. If there's bay windows, fancy double windows, fancy triple windows, it's probably a revival and not an original colonial style. Cool. Since modernized kitchens of the 20th century included stoves and their placement wasn't dependent on a fireplace, chimneys could also be moved to the outside walls. Most of the houses are 2 or 2.5 stories tall, and the front doors typically boast a grander appearance than their predecessors had, with pediments and even columns accenting the entrance. And you'll see in our style too, there's actually 4 columns on the entrance to this one, which is kind of ridiculous. A little bit extra. I mean, at this point you're just flexing. I'm sure 2 would be adequate, but more columns, more money? Question mark. But this is why I wanted to go through articles like this, because again, this wallpaper is insane. I love this. And you know, this wallpaper is not original to the Colonial Revival house, but it's so fun. It's so fun. And I think that's a way when we get to the actual renovation. Wallpaper would also probably have been used in the 1800s when this house was built, but not wallpaper like this. So I want to have fun with wallpaper, and I want to have fun with wainscoting colors, trim colors. If we can get a little bit more modern, I think, with our palettes. So that's a good strategy there. Has the revival been revived? This is a very short article, by the way. Even though we say the colonial revival movement ended around World War II, homes have never stopped being built in this style. Hello, subdivisions of suburban America. I bet you, yeah, see, I'm from Western Canada, so I don't really see colonial style suburban homes being built here very often. We have a very, like, kind of boring style of suburban house with the big garage on the front and stuff. But I'd imagine that's probably for cultural reasons, right? I assume colonial housing has a bit of patriotism around it, no? Or at least like the cultural aspect behind it. So the references to historical precedent have been more or less obvious, and other styles and trends have surged in popularity. For Koger, though, the significance of this architecture style is its historic origins. Unlike other architecture styles that were a simple, direct response to local environment and building traditions, he says, the colonial revival style was the intentional application of scholarly research to create a national style using historic precedent applied in a new cultural context. Cool. Like any good comeback kid, the colonial revival movement took the best of what came before it and married that with the contemporary style and modern lifestyles to create something entirely new, but maintains a hint of the good old days. That's interesting. And that's kind of cool too. I think sometimes with a lot of modern design or like contemporary thinking, it's very much just like out with the old. I love but I'm so biased towards older character homes myself personally, so that is interesting. This is a crazy color palette too. I'm not the biggest fan of this blue. It feels very nautical. There's even a starfish on the wall though, so I think that's what they were going for, I guess, and with the cranes. But very pretty. Very pretty. This one has a lot of photos, and that's why I picked this article, because I think we can actually talk about the photos a little bit more. I'm trying not to look at them, though, before we get there, so that we can actually, like, I can be surprised in the moment. And there'll be a lot of redundancies, I would say, in what we're learning here, but it'll just, like, cement it in the brain. What is the colonial revival style? The colonial revival style became popular in the early 1900s in America at a time when people became nostalgic for pre-industrialized eras. Modern interpretations of the colonial era began to emerge in architectural and interior designs heavily influenced by British, Spanish, French, and Dutch designs. Rooted in a romantic and nostalgic take on traditional American values, the colonial revival style became one of the most widespread trends in American home design, and it still endures today. Here are some of the characteristic traits of colonial revival houses. I wonder, yeah, like, I'd like to know, because we've learned about the resurgence of colonial revival around World War II into the mid, like, 1940s, 1950s. Again, kind of rooted in patriotism. I've noticed in interior design trends, especially lately, that there's a lot of aspects of character design that are very trendy right now. Specifically wainscoting and lots of wallpaper. A lot of it, I think, would be correlating with maximalist design. But I have to wonder if there's some influence as well with, I guess, what's going on with, like, the current socioeconomic climate, especially post-pandemic. I'd be so fascinated, I guess, about the sociological explanation. And if there is, basically, are we going to read in the history books in a decade or two that colonial revival had another surge in the 2020s? I guess is the long and short of what I'm asking. So again, paying attention to palettes, and this is kind of where I've noticed dark wood seems to be the only style of wood, I guess, I would say. The other fact that I learned that I did not know, I almost wonder, do I have the old photos? Nope, not this. Because we had the original photos. No, I do not. I should have bookmarked it for us so we could talk about it. Somewhere I had the original photos of these. But I recall reading a comment in the subreddit thread on this house because the original house had dark wood trim as well as dark wood floors, and the flippers opted to paint that dark wood trim the same charcoal shade that you see all around the exterior here. I have learned, and I would love to have this validated if anybody knows the answer. Allegedly, the painting of trim into unique colors was to conceal the cheap materials that were used for the trim rather than wood, like was typically used. So when character home shopping or paying attention to character house flips, if the flippers painted the trim, it's indicative of them not paying homage to the character of the house that was there, or not knowing what they were doing as much, basically. That, like, a good character house flipper would just restore the wood trim rather than cover it. Or, again, if it's replaced, then it's likely painted too. But it's one of those things, I feel that way as well with, like, the ornate staircases and stuff like that, when it has, like, the really beautiful handrails. We stayed at a character house this summer from 1910 when we were visiting family, and it was flipped very modern, and they had painted all of this really intricate hand-carved woodwork for the railings and stuff. They painted it just white. And it was, like, so unfortunate because you could see, too, that the paint job was, like, not the best. It was done very thick, so you lost some of that wood trim detailing, and then it just made it feel kind of cheap. I was like, that's such a shame. I mean, I'm sure it's more cost effective to just paint over those things, but it makes me so sad. It makes me so sad. So, where did my article go? Did I just close it? I think I closed it. One sec. Let me check my history here. Pause. I'm gonna find this again. But yeah, there was a lot of things in this house that we stayed at over the summer. It was like a 1910 historic house. But when they renovated the kitchen, it was like the most modern IKEA kitchen in the world. It felt so out of place because when you looked at this house from the outside, it had this beautiful front porch. It was one of those, like, it was an old Sears style house. So it had like it was 2 stories, and it had the front porch, and then there's a porch above it, so it was really cool from the outside. Again, you could see the remnants of what was in the stair woodwork that was left behind, but then you could see all of the trim in the rest of the main floor. Well, the rest of the house was just ripped out and replaced with like 4-inch MDF painted white. Oh, and it was so sad because even just like 1 block over, there was a cafe that had literally the exact same layout, exact same house. Because again, those Sears houses were just like bulk shipped, very similar layouts. You just picked it from a catalog, whatever. And they had all of the old trims, the crown molding around the top. And I was like, man, they must have got rid of so much really beautiful old work. And it's a shame. Okay, I found it. We're back. So one thing that I seem to be noting in colonial revival interior design is a lot of soft palettes, I guess. A lot of whites, a lot of warm whites, and a lot of pastel, like baby colored upholstery and stuff. Lots of blues and grays and creams. So I'm curious to see if that carries through here, because I don't really want to do that with our Sims house. I'm not really I like bold and playful for my interior design styles. But I guess I could rate it, and it depends on how we feel. But colonial revival homes typically have grand entrance hallways with sweeping central staircases. So that's why in the Sims house, again, we shut it in and added... Sorry, one sec. That's why we closed it in and added this staircase, or this entryway here, and then having it open up to the staircase to make it feel more grand, more intentional. I wanted to bring that back in. So, white wooden features contrast with polished oak or mahogany floors for a simple yet elegant look that celebrates good quality craftsmanship. It is one of those things where I think that less is more. So I'm obsessed with this. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. I love arches. I love the bench by the window. Also, I'm just like gold interior design and accents. I'm dead. I love this. I love this so much. And I feel like this is a really nice and tasteful way to have the dark wood floors and like the dark wood trim, but still have it feel brighter. Because it is true, sometimes the dark wood, especially when you carry it up the walls and it's in a lot of the detailing, can feel very heavy. But this is a very beautiful execution, for sure. And I wonder if this is all the same house. No, this is a different house. Colonial revival homes are full of furniture that celebrates 18th and 19th century styles, so we will pick older looking furniture. Chippendale, Queen Anne, Sheraton, Hempel-White, William and May, and American Empire styles all made a revival in the early 20th century, and colonial revival homes often contain a mixture of these styles. Good to know, good to know. This does not look like the grand staircase style that was being discussed. This looks more like a classic suburban staircase. But I like the look of this. I like the look of this one. An emphasis on traditional craftsmanship shines through in the high-quality woodwork through a colonial revival home. This appears in detailed wainscoting, wall paneling, cornices, balustrades, and typically contrasting bright white with deep mahogany hues. So we can take a note, I would say, then to play into the contrast between the darks and the lights in our color palettes and stuff. This is more my speed when it comes to color palettes, especially like look at this next room. I want to go into this next room. This looks so moody and beautiful. I don't know if this is a wallpaper piece back here, but I wish I could see it. Oh my gosh. Does anyone have in their grandparents' house from the 70s the naturescape wallpaper murals that they used to install? My great grandma had one, and I want one so bad now as an adult. It was like you'd walk into her living room and it was like wood paneling or like wainscoting or whatever till about like the 3-foot height, and then the rest of the way up was just this like nature mural escape of the mountains with a bunch of deer and trees and birds flying and stuff. But that's what I wonder if this is a variation of that, where it's like a mural wallpaper almost. But also I want the swatch of this orange because I love this. Sometimes I feel like orange can come off as too, like there's too many holidays, like too juvenile. Juvenile is the word I'm looking for. But I think this is very beautiful. The siding on the stairs is awful. Oh, are you talking about this here? The wainscoting, I think would be the term. Or are you talking about down here? By the... What is happening there, actually? That's a good point. Also, hello, Blocy. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the stream. I don't know what's happening here. I can't tell if it's wood carved or if it's painted. I haven't seen anything like this before. I'm gonna investigate. Oh, page not found. That's a bummer. Yeah, I need to see more photos of it to form a better opinion on it. Have you seen anything like this before, though? Because yeah, I guess it must be carved because they're talking about an emphasis on woodworking. I'm gonna guess this is carved in, which would be really interesting to see in person. Also, this is a beautiful paint color too. Oh my gosh. When it comes to patterns, colonial revival interiors display plenty of stripes and floral motifs on white or neutral backgrounds. These motifs appear in wallpaper, upholstery, rugs, and drapery. See, this is the article that I was looking for. This is a very nice cut and dry checklist framework of things that we can incorporate to nod to the era without actually like going full send historically accurate. The green is slightly too dark. I actually don't think it's that dark at all. The only reason why it works though, this would not work in a regular house, but because the ceilings are so high, that's the only reason why I think it works. Now, the most important question of all, actually, while you ask that, I'm gonna close my blinds because I can see the sun. The sun is creating a shadow effect. One moment. The mid-afternoon. Now, the most important question of all, what color was your childhood room? Ooh, I like that question. What era or window? I have painted my room 3 times as a child. My parents let me pick all 3. It evolved as I got older. The first time I got to pick painting my room color, I picked ocean blue and then got a bunch of, what were they called? Decals. Wall decals of fish and sea life, and then did like the whole side opposite of my bed so I could look at it every night. The second time I painted my room, I would say I was in grade 7 or grade 8, so getting into the preteen years, and it was hot pink. Like, burn your retinas hot pink. I can't believe that they let me do that. And because it was so neon, I only lasted, I think, 2 or 3 years with that paint color, and then I went full send into basically a grandma's bedroom. I went soft yellow with lace curtains. Whenever I brought a boy over, they would walk into my room and they would be like, "Are you 80 years old?" And I would say, "Maybe in my soul," at one point. I've liked older design for a very long time. But yeah, it was a lot of like pastel yellow with the lace, and then I got like more like creamy colored and brown toned wall hanging accents, like ceramic granny paintings of like nature and animals and stuff like that. I had all these like vintage hats hung on the wall. What color was your childhood bedroom? I do love this question, by the way. I'm gonna put this in my back pocket for the future. But yeah, when it comes to light green, oh, I love that. Did you have a theme? That means I'm a free spirit. Wait, so what do my colors mean? I don't know which ones would be like the one to base it off of. But no, this is cool. I do think that, yeah, you can get a lot of insight into a person, like I don't want to say their character, but like who they are, like I guess their core creative side maybe, as like from childhood. So that's cool. At least I like to make myself believe I can tell myself something from that. I mean, it was high school when I had the yellow room with the grandma decor, but I would say that that has carried through very true into... I don't know what the ocean theme says about me, though, as an adult. I think maybe I just had a very prominent Little Mermaid phase at that point in my life, and that's where that came from. The fuchsia pink was definitely from being a rebel. Everybody was like, everybody I talked to in my family was like, don't do that shade. It's really bright. And I was like, nope, I'm doing it. I don't care. And my mom helped me, but I did learn how much color can influence how you feel in a space from that experience. So, yeah, so this is a great checklist. Stripes and floral. So I'll remember that, which is actually great because I think we've kind of gone in that direction anyways. Hold on. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, see, we got the floral. We got stripes. I'm not sure what this pattern is here, but it's a good rule of thumb to remember even when we're picking like the furniture patterns. Actually, I think these chairs look like they match the wall almost verbatim, and I think that we should change that. Stripes and floral. Okay. On white or neutral backgrounds. So that kind of leads into what I was saying about feeling like there was a lot of like creams or like soft palettes with this style of design. So yeah, you'll see like almost every one of these photos has a lot of just softness, I guess. Colonial architecture. Actually, I get... When I do think of colonial architecture, I do think of comfy, so that makes a lot of sense now. I don't know, am I overanalyzing it? Colonial style in my head correlates with being rich and having money and not having to work super hard. So then you have a super inviting house that you enjoy spending all of your time in because you don't have to go do manual labor in the fields. You can enjoy other more intellectual pursuits like reading. Right? Is that... Am I overanalyzing it? Is that maybe where this vibe is coming from? Colonial architecture evolved from the architecture of the Italian Renaissance, which has its roots in ancient Greek and Roman architecture. Oh! Okay, so that... I did know that it had roots in Greek and Roman architecture, but I didn't know that the Italian Renaissance was like the link between those points and why that happened. This gives the colonial revival style an emphasis on classic proportions through columns and other temple-like details. And in interiors, this influence often shows up via a grand fireplace adorned with columns, plinths, or I can never say this word. Friezes? Fries? How to pronounce? How to pronounce? I'm not the only one that has Googled this. Hold on, I'm turning off my music so I can hear this with all intents. A moment of truth. How to go? Oh. Wait, oh, it's letting me speak. I don't like this. I just want to hear it.
Freezes.
Freezes. Freezes. Freezes. Okay. Noted. I don't see this in where I live in Western Canada. I think just because our homes aren't very old. Like in Western Canada, the oldest house that I've been in, I think, is 1912. At least the ones that people live in, typically. There is homes that are older than that, but usually they have historical designation and they were more from an era when we were not super colonized yet and everything was still quite rural. But the brick or masonry around the fireplace base is something that I noticed a lot more in Europe. So I wonder when that transition moved away from that, because there are still fireplaces in the older homes where I live. I just never see it go this far. But I'm not the biggest fan of red bricks, so I would probably change this personally. But this makes sense. See, and that's where, like, this house... Oh, I wish I had the photos of it, guys. Like, what they did to the fireplaces on the inside was basically blasphemy. To box in a beautiful, ornate fireplace like this and make it like a modern slate box is such a travesty to me. See, and I wonder... Oh, here we go. Furnishings. When it comes to soft furnishings, a colonial revival interior looks to the techniques of pre-industrialized colonial America. Historical quilts, red damask fabrics, and homespun textiles appear in bed linens, curtains, and upholstery throughout a colonial revival home. So more organic, I would say, then. Softer and more organic? I don't know what damask fabrics are. Red damask. Oh! Oh, this is like the wallpaper pattern that I was just mentioning. Okay. Learning. Learning. Damask refers to a broad group of woven fabrics made on jacquard loom. Okay, cool. Noted. So basically the wallpaper that we put up. Perfect. I feel like more confident that we're checking off more boxes than we realize, so that's cool. And also this is beautiful. I'm so, like... In me, there are two wolves. There's a wolf that loves tiny houses and minimal living and small spaces. And then there's the other one that's just like, I want 10-foot ceilings. I want a laundry room with a whole counter and sink. I want a kitchen that has 2 fridges and 2 dishwashers, you know? And logically and financially, the tiny house one's probably gonna win. But I look at this and I'm like, man, 10-foot ceilings in a bedroom would be so nice. It'd be so nice with the windows like this that are as big as they are. My bedroom window is like I'd say like 4.5 feet off the ground. You can't even see it if you're sitting on the bed. You have to like stand up to see out the window, and it just makes me so sad because I love the prospect of rolling over in bed and looking out the window and being able to see a beautiful rural landscape, or even just what the weather is, because I can't even do that right now unless the sky, I can see if it's cloudy, but that's about it. Is it cloudy? I can hear if it's raining. Did it snow today? I have no idea. The window's too high. Oh, that's it for the article. So that's easy. This is a really good checklist. I'm going to keep this open for us to refer back to it. And we only have one more, and it's just a house tour. So just because I wanted to see a modern take on a colonial revival style house, I do think this one was done. Well, it's done in 2013. But their priorities were respecting the vocabulary of the historic home, a quality they loved, while ensuring it felt approachable and livable for a growing family, which is exactly what we want to do. So this balance between modernity and historical accuracy, I was curious about. So we'll see what they do with it. 7 years later, they asked us to tackle the next phase, a gut renovation of the kitchen and the creation of a main suite. So they've done it already then. So that would be in 2021 when they finished the kitchen. Okay, so that's good. So it's not super dated. I didn't really want to look at a kitchen renovation that was done in 2013, to be honest. It's just a bit too far back at this point, but this is stunning. What the heck? It's like character home meets organic modern or something. Like the texture of these bar stools and the marble counter and stuff feels a little bit more organic modern to me, but everything else is very beautiful. And this is not quite white for the lowers. It's a two-tone, but it's so subtle. I think. It's hard to tell with the lighting, but very pretty. I hope we get, oh yeah, so we do get some color. I was gonna say, I hope we get some color, because it would just be really unfortunate if this was like, everything was neutral. The kitchen was designed to function well for a busy family of 5, with a classic design that is at once beautiful, inviting, and timeless. The ability to share meals in the kitchen at the island was very important to our clients. The design and the size of the island had to function like an everyday dining table and accommodate 5 bar stools that were substantial and comfortable enough to sit on for an entire meal and not just a perch. Great priority, because bar stools can often be so uncomfortable, but this blue, oh, I love this. With the rug. Amazing. I love this color combination. When there is contrasting colors on the color wheel in a tasteful manner, it just looks so nice. It's beautiful. But yeah, so very neutral. Oh, I see. Okay, so yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is still kind of interesting that it's so linear though. Like this is something that we've been playing around with in our own house design, because we don't have a kitchen quite large enough to fit a, like when we do our kitchen renovation, we have to make the choice between doing an island or doing a dining table. And I have toyed with the prospect of doing like something like this, where it's like kind of both. But I'm so nervous about doing it because I'm worried it will feel dated, and because our house purchase, which we bought this house back in 2021. This house purchase that we have now is entirely strategic. It is just an investment with the intention of selling it ideally next year at the latest to move somewhere else, basically. So this is not our forever home. So a lot of the renovation decisions that we are making in our main floor, which is the next renovation, is all very safe. The color palette's very safe. The style of it is very safe. This I would actually say would be a very good reference to use when we are picking a palette for our kitchen, because it's very safe. But of course, when we get our forever house, I hope it's a character house. I'm going crazy on color. But no, this is very beautiful. And the nice thing too with like elements like the bar stools and stuff like that, those are really easy things to swap. It is, in my opinion, at least for like an investment like we're doing, it is better to play it safe with the more permanent stuff like the backsplash or the millwork style, and then get more playful in the decorative fixtures and the bar stools, things like that. That's where you can get trendier. So something to keep in mind. Oh, this is really interesting too on the uppers. I wonder if this is like a wire mesh or something. It doesn't look like glass. I don't know if I've seen this before though. I almost think I would have rather seen glass, but oh, and this countertop is dark in contrast to the rest of the kitchen, which is marble or quartz. Quartz? Marble? One of the two. Regardless though, it's very pretty. Oh, here. Okay, so they do tie in the wood in other places. I was gonna say, it does feel a little... Like up here, it just feels a little random. But now that we're seeing more of the context, I get it. I get it. Yeah, very beautiful though. And also... Okay, I wonder if this is the fridge. Does it say? A chimney was removed from the middle of the room and an 850-pound steel beam was hidden in the ceiling to allow for an open space. Oh, I wonder how small it was before. Removal of the coppered ceiling, radiators, and installation of radiant heat flooring allowed for higher ceilings and further flexibility for the floor plan, and a new, larger windows let light stream in. Huh, this must be the fridge. I didn't see... Yes, there's a really big stove here, and then the sink is here. Maybe we'll get another angle. Or not. The pantry was created to look as though it was always there. Even the pocket door was created from an original door by removing the hinges and adding new hardware. I love that they did that. I love that they salvaged the original door. I mean, this is... I'd like to see it closed. But this color is beautiful too. What do they call these? A butler pantry, I think is the term for these. I think that's what it is. And then that's where we're like a lot of the coffee bar stuff, breakfast toaster, things like that are kind of tucked away. Interesting that it said that the family lived in this house since 2013 and this is an occupied space, but then we're looking at photos like this and this is so obviously staged. So obviously staged. Ah yes, I have a separate shelf for my onions and a separate shelf for my potatoes. My shallots get their own bowl here, and that is all I keep in my pantry. This must have been just like post-renovation before they actually like populated it, is my guess. But these archways are beautiful, and I feel validated because the archways that we have in our Sims renovation, I think are kind of similar enough. Let's take a peek. Hold on. It's like these ones here. So I think this is like the most decorative of the arched ones that I have with my limited arsenal of options. Actually, there's this style. Oh, but these are much smaller. So I think I used the biggest arch. Oh no, these are bigger. Maybe we pick them for height. Maybe we have to reassess this after. Do we go with the more decorative arch or do we go with the like taller one? We'll talk about it. Because I do like how this looks. I do. Also, what the heck, this bathroom? This floor is beautiful. Very, very, very beautiful. And they said that they did the master suite and the kitchen in 2021, I believe it was, while the rest of the house was done in 2013. So that's something I'm going to keep in mind when we are looking at these photos. I wonder if there's going to be any indication of, I guess, like what was trendy in 2013 and what was more modern or trendy in these other renovations. I'd be curious if there's a distinction. I mean, if they did this right, there shouldn't be. But yeah, this is beautiful. See, and I know, I'm pretty sure gold or brass fixtures is very trendy right now, for lack of a better term. I know they went with silver here, probably because in the long term it's more timeless. There's still that part of me though, and I'm like, dang it, this would have been so pretty if it was gold. Oh, and then the bedroom. Wait, this does not look like it has character at all. Wait, the carpet looks like it matches the wall. Why does the carpet look the same as the wall? I don't like it. Not a fan. Not a fan. One sec. What's going on here? Oop. Sorry, I lost a tab. Okay. Yeah, no, not the biggest fan of this, but I guess, like, I guess you could argue that the bedrooms is kind of the one area where you could get a little bit more, like, liberal with the historical accuracy, given that the only thing that really gave it any historic significance probably was the molding and the wainscoting. But you don't necessarily have to do that. And I was thinking, in the context of this house reno that we're doing, I was wondering if, like, did we really need to be super historically accurate, especially when we get to these upper floors, like on the third floor here? Because if you think about it, a lot of these upper levels, oh, especially this very, very top one, I don't think would have a lot of public or, like, visitor access anyways. So if we're thinking about these more formal rooms kind of like showing off, it would make sense that that's where you want to nod the historical accuracy and get a little bit more interesting in the design. But then the higher up you go, and it's just literally like, hey, I just want to do yoga in this room at the top here. I just want a yoga room. You don't really need the same level of, like, exuberancy to that kind of design. So I was thinking of making these upper floors a lot more toned down and just, like, do whatever we want without as much rules. So but we continue. This must be the walk-in closet. I always wondered, see, I need to see one in person. I've always wondered what these islands, is it usually jewelry and accessories and stuff that go into these islands in the middle of walk-in closets? Because I see them a lot, especially in, like, really high-end rich people houses. But I guess I'd like to know the practical usage for them. Originally the main bedroom, we reimagined this space to create a stunning and highly functional dressing room. With wood and stone island ties back to the bathroom vanity. Oh, the wood and stone island ties back to the bathroom vanity, and the herringbone wool carpet keeps the space cozy. I want to see the carpet. Why can't? Maybe there's another photo. Oh yeah, I know you can't see it. This is beautiful though. This is so beautiful. It's very spa-like. Very spa in its vibe. Also, this window, the painting, the, like, diamond. I want it. It's so beautiful. What the heck? The original 1895 architectural drawings are still on site. From the floor plans, it was evident that the main second floor window was intended to be a focal point. By centering the freestanding tub and statement light fixture on the original triple window, we made it a celebrated feature yet again. Wait, cool. Wait, do we draw inspiration from that idea for ours? How ridiculous would it be to turn the entryway here and then move the doors around? That gives me an idea. We'll play around with it. We'll play around with it. Okay. I love OBS, but the one thing that drives me bonkers when I'm playing The Sims is that you can use the arrow keys to pan up between scenes, and I'm sorry, I do it all the time. I do it all the time. Okay, let's get back to what we are looking at. Yeah, this is very soft. This color palette reminds me of my mom. These are my mom's colors, though. It's like, it's almost like a winter, like a warm winter palette or something. Like very cool hues executed in a warm way. I don't know how to describe it. It's really nice though. I do think that I do think it's very challenging to execute a palette like this in a way that does feel warm and not like clinically, like, you know how there's like warm white and cool white lights, and cool white lights just feel uninviting almost? I think it's kind of the same deal with a palette like this, where like if it was not the right designer, it could feel cold, for lack of a better word. Oh, see, I love this way more than the other one. Is this the master bed? What's this other one then? What's this room? Is this just like a guest? Oh no, this is off the master bath though. You can see through the door. So what's this room? Because I love this room so much more. I think this is beautiful, especially with the fireplace. Get out of here. I love this. We celebrated the previously unused corner of the... Oh, this is the daughter's bedroom. The previously unused corner of the daughter's bedroom by creating the sweetest of book nooks. We added shelving in a high gloss blue specialty wallpaper and a darling light fixture so she can easily find her favorite titles. Okay, so this is the daughter's bedroom, but I would want this to be my bedroom. Screw the other master bedroom. It's weird. I don't like carpet wallpaper walls. This is like... I want a fireplace like this in my room. It's beautiful. I think I would have opted for drapes rather than the roller shades here. I don't even know if you'd call these roller shades, but nonetheless, it's very beautiful. Oh, this lighting fixture. Oh no, it's not the same. Very interesting, very different. They must have used the same lighting supplier throughout. They have a lot of interesting lighting fixtures actually in this design. Look at this. See? I don't know, I hate this master bedroom. Anyway, carrying on. It's the weak point. One of our favorite moments in the design process is when we uncover the perfect piece for a room. For this space, it was the 1970s Curtis Jer Bird's sculpture that was exactly what the living space over the mantel was craving. So that's this one. Also, this wallpaper is incredible. I love this palette. I love this, like, this lighting fixture is crazy. I don't know if it would have been my choice per se, but it's crazy. And absolutely stunning. Look at this fireplace screen. Is that what you call them? It's like the screen that sits in the... It's so nice. So nice. Is this the same room, though? Because there's this one on the left, which... It has a diamond rug, but I don't think it's the same one. I like this one more. See, we're getting our photos all over the place. See, so this is in this room, and this is in this room. I love this room, by the way. Also, what the fuck, this chair? Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Very beautiful. Oh, and then we're going darker. Wait, where's this? In the laundry room. As the kids grew up, we replaced their workspace to make way for a much-needed mudroom and reused the wood frame from the deck to create the shelves and counter in the new laundry room. Okay, so this was the old version, and this was the new version. That's it though. That's the end. So we don't know where this is. We just got like a random left field dark moody room. I want to know more about this room. I want to know where this is. I'm so sad that we don't get that answer. But I digress. This is beautiful. So a lot of really interesting patterns and a lot of like soft pastel colors. So that's something maybe we'll remember as we go into the upstairs. But that means I think we're done our research. I feel like my memory is refreshed. I think we can jump into the actual renovation work that we started. So let me really quickly just change my category. 1 second. Pause. Pause. Guys, I haven't streamed in like so freaking long. I forget what I'm even doing. Where are my settings? We're going to Sims4. There we go. I was like, what am I doing? Okay. All right, there we go. Also, Marley, thank you so much for the sub. I missed that. Did my pop-up not go? Oh no, it just went. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Welcome back. Nice to see you again. Hope your week has been good. Okay. Game capture. All right. Before we dive into this, I'm gonna go get some more water. I feel like this is gonna be... Gotta focus. So we'll be right back. And then we'll dig into this. Alrighty. I'm ready. Is this too bright? I can't do anything about it. Okay. It's like, it wasn't a problem until the winter started. Now that the days are getting shorter and the sun gets lower, I need to figure out my curtain situation again, I think. But we'll dive into it. So, like I said, last time we did start renovating this, but I think I kind of got caught up in the functionality of the rooms, because I think I was like, oh, do I do the office in this first one or do we do the office in the second one? We'll do the office in the second one because this, I think, is slightly smaller, and I don't remember what I was doing here, so I'm just gonna ex-nay the chairs that are in there right now. The one thing that I will point out that does make me really sad is I do feel like the fireplaces deserve to be in the center of the room. Oh, and we covered a window. Yeah, we covered a window with a bookshelf. Now, here's a question regarding the rules of this exercise I need to ask. So with this renovation, we're kind of just trying to do it better than the flippers did. That's my goal with what we're doing in Sims. The original zillowgonewild article was kind of just like not really much acknowledgement of the historical design of the house, and kind of lazy, to be honest. Just like one floor finish everywhere, one wall finish everywhere. Now, can I move the fireplace, or do I keep it in the same spot? Because in a real life scenario, it would be impossible to move the fireplaces, basically. It would be so freaking hard. At least, especially if you wanted to, like... No, like, the fireplaces run the whole way up the house. The chimneys, you can see... Well, you could see in the original house photos, like, the chimneys run through the interior of the structure, not on the outside of the house. So to move them would be so freaking expensive. If anybody has an opinion, please let me know. But that's what I keep going back and forth on. I'm like, do I just move them? Do I just move them? Do I just move them? Or do we keep them here? Because as it stands right now, they're in the same spot. And we can just like work around it. I think that's fine. The other question that I have too is like, these build outs here, they probably gotta go, hey? You know what? Okay, we need to go to the original zillowgonewild post, because they have in this Reddit thread somewhere, there is a linked article of what the house used to look like before they renovated it, and it was really helpful to see what once was. I don't think it was this one, was it? I didn't even read this link. Oh, here, this article, this one. So it used to be white, by the way. I do think that they did a nice job with the exterior colors. I do think that this is a lot more interesting, and it is really nice. This is giving like Haunted Mansion almost. It's funny too that it was like reduced back then even. That should have been the flippers first till they couldn't sell it back then and had to reduce it. This house, by the way, it was 675,000 on zillowgonewild when this was on the top page of that subreddit, and it ended up selling for under $500,000, I think. Like, oh, or maybe it was like $599, $595, something like that. So it went down like almost another 100,000, which is crazy. But we'll go to see. Oh yeah, so this is where we can view what the old layout was. This is where they had the front entryway, which we added back. The stairs are against the wall. We don't have it like that. Why not? Hold on. Why not? I keep doing that. I'm sorry. Oh, because it would be like this, I think. Right? Hold on. No, this whole thing would be in. I'm just gonna leave it like this because I know that this is how we made the layout work. We're gonna roll with it. I'll keep going. So. Oh, even in this room, so the fireplace isn't in the middle of the room. It's just like kind of on the side. I guess, like, is that because back then it was more of like a necessity to even heat the space? So it's not really like now the fireplace is like a big focal thing. But look what it used to look like. So beautiful. They never kept this mantle, but I'd like to like, yeah, I'd like to maybe, well, we'll do what we can with the Sims components that we have. But I'm looking at, okay, so I think the original, oh, this is where it deviates. Okay, I think the original, instead of being, we made this really wide. But I think the original one would only be like 2 squares wide instead of 3 squares wide. But for the symmetry, we had to do 3 squares. So I'll keep it that way. Plus, I think it just feels a little bit nicer. If it was a 2 square entryway, it wouldn't feel as like grand as it's supposed to. As per the articles telling us that that is a important aspect of colonial revival. So we'll maintain that. So yeah, this is the room on the, like when you walk in and turn right. Here. And then there's the wall. Oh, and then the room on the left is big. But we opted to just close it off to match the other side. Hold on. So now we can talk because maybe we do just have this all be one big like study office room. My logic with it was like, because this is from a modern lens. If you have like a sim that has like, they're an entrepreneur, they work from home, they need to focus. Is it kind of nice to have an office room that could close? Like maybe instead of having an archway here, we do double doors. Because then if you need to focus, then you can at least like separate yourself a bit better. Hello, Zell. Nice to meet you. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. How's your day been? Let's see. Because No, I think I like the door here. Oh, you could see the old ones, the old chandelier here still. Oh, Subtract, hello! Nice to see you! You changed your name! Did you make a new account? Or are you... What happened? Welcome back, though. Nice to see you. Following since 8 seconds ago. Okay, so you did make a new account. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep it as a separate room. What are our options for tall doors? Do we have tall door options? Like, we could do something that has an archway. Oh, I need my cheats. One sec. Woo! There we go. This is my main. Wait, what? I'm so confused. Were you always following me on like a lurker account or like a long time no stream? No, I'm back. It's been 2 months. It's been 2 months. But happy to be back. For those in the chat that haven't been here before or do not know, I curate a music festival, which takes up usually about 2 months of my summer. And it's very busy. So it's just easier to not stream during that window. Especially because like this year was pretty important. That was my lurk account. Oh shit, okay, okay, I see. But yeah, music festival's all done. I'm making a YouTube video about it, actually, about designing a stage for a music festival, because that is kind of, well, I do like space planning and logistics planning, figuring out what goes where and like where installations are and stuff like that. But I also spearhead the stage design of one of the 2 stages. So I'm gonna make a YouTube video about it, and I have some vlog footage and like some drone footage and stuff. So once I'm done that video, I'll probably watch it on stream with y'all and we can talk about it more, because it's really fun. And it takes up 2 months of my life though. Well, it takes up a lot more than 2 months of my life, but the actual like heads down planning takes up 2 months. So yeah, I think, does this feel like an exterior door too much though? It's kind of giving like outside door. Maybe if we go darker so it's like less in the way. And then we center it on the room, maybe? Yeah, let's center it on the room. Okay. Oh, and the chair came back. So yeah, we talked about doing more like hobby stuff in this room. What do we got for like the skills development stuff? Let's see. Activities and skills? Like, is it too stereotypical to put a chess table in here? Like, I feel like it fits the vibe so well. But what else would work in here? Because originally I was also maybe gonna put a piano, but a piano's freaking massive. So it basically just takes up the whole room. Wait, what is the globe? Ooh, this is perfect. This is a good one. The bar? Is this for like mixology? Hold on. This I'm gonna just like put it in here. Like this? In the corner? Hold. We need to figure out what else. Okay, the cross-stitch kit could probably not go there. Not fitness stuff, not gardening stuff. What else we got? Wind chimes. Some of these things just seem like stuff that you just fill space with, though. Like a bird feeder. Or a speaker. Oh, I wish a record player would be perfect in this room. If it was like one of those like old with the big, like the funnel record players or whatever. But I don't think we have anything of that sort. I mean, I could put an easel in here. Maybe. But it feels kind of strange to put it in the middle of the room. Maybe, okay, I have an idea. Let's do like a sofa, a comfy sofa, and then on the back of it, I'll show you what I'm thinking. But we need one that fits the room. And maybe just a love seat. Like if you did something like this, then you could have the two chairs behind the chessboard. See, this is why I was wondering about moving the fireplace into the middle of the room, though. Because I want the chair to face it. You know? I'm moving it. I'm moving it. Also, let's get rid of the build out on the top. We'll just keep it like this. And do you think a different color would be better? We got some nice swatches. This is my favorite fireplace, hands down. I'm kind of leaning towards going the dark wood, I think. Then it kind of matches the door that we put in and stuff. Oh, but I'm not a huge fan of this being open on this side. We just pretend it's not here, right? Here. I don't think I can get this other bookshelf in now, though, hey? No. But there's no single version of this, is there? I just want a wall of bookshelves. Is that too much to ask? Like, we need like a single or a double version of it. Or here's another option. So for custom content, I do have these. They're wardrobes, but does this literally just look too much like a wardrobe? Because I think I can put books and stuff on them. Or like if we put doors on them. No. What do we do here then? Also, I kind of want to put like a big, gaudy piece of art above this. Hold on, let's find out what, like, not gaudy enough. Like, ooh. Ooh, hold. Why is this such a perfect piece? It's perfect. We're going gold. I feel like you have to. I didn't see the last one though. Actually, oh, wait. This is almost better. Just a little bit more muted. The other one was just very like a lot. Okay. This corner. What do we do? Or maybe this goes in the corner then? Here. And then back here, hold on, we need to figure out. Is this the best of the checkerboard? Because I have a feeling there probably is better looking options, hey? So this is the one, like there's this one. Hold on, I also need to look like out here first. There's this one. I mean, this one's not bad. And then this one's too simple. Oops. Oh, there's a lot more color options with this one though. Oh, this is a nice one. Yeah, no, let's do this one. Okay. And how do we feel about the black area rug? Do I still like it? It's just, it's just probably the best option with the wallpaper being so busy, I think. And chairs. I'd like something older looking. Are these the same? Hold on. There's this one. Or this one. There's also this one. But I don't think I want arms. So... yeah, this is too outdoorsy. I think this one's too quaint. Ooh, we should do this at the desk for sure. But let's try our color options. I think the one on the left just looks a little bit comfier. Like there's way less color options, but it just looks nicer to sit on. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't quite match though. Oh, this is too red, I think. I mean, if we do keep... I didn't even play with the sofa swatch colors. I just put a red one in without thinking about it. So this one has the wood legs, and then this one is black. But this kind of matches this. And maybe we do... How do we feel about the red? I wish it was more of like a mahogany or like a in between, like a richer kind of darker color. This might be the best option for this room though, I think. And then we could do something in the corner. Maybe this is where we do an easel or something. Let's see. Activities and skills. Music of some kind? Or just put a bonsai tree in the house? This is something I feel like should go in a hallway. Violin. Oh, it's so small. Oh, it's so tiny. Can they reach it if it's on a... Oh, it can't go on a table or anything, hey? Okay, I'm learning. So... Holy. Okay, a game mechanics question. If I put a easel in this corner... I mean, I guess I could do it this way. I'm pretty confident it's gonna block a path of travel to this office, right? But I guess then a sim could just walk around instead, hey? Yeah, let's just YOLO. We'll send it. We'll do it like a little bit over, so it's like not quite in the wall. And again, because this is more like the skill space, I know there's a bunch of wall sketches. Where are they? Hello? These ones? Like here? It's not cluttered, they're cultured. They're cultured, it's fine. Okay. Do we need more wall decor in this room? Or is this room done? I'm having an is less more moment. I mean, there is a severe lack of plants in this room, I will say. So maybe we do something about that. I could hang one above the... Is this a vibe? It kind of changes the, like... It changes it from feeling very, like a regal space, and it just makes it look a little bit more informal. Okay, there's this one, and then I think there's... Oh, there's like the fern. Does the fern feel a little bit more like... I think it feels a little bit more aligned with the space, I guess. And then I guess we get some stuff on the mantle. Hey, I'm a clutter fiend. So let me decide. Like, we already got some like antique stuff over here, so we should do something a little bit different. Here, this is what I'm looking for. Oh my god. Maybe if it were a medieval era home. Maybe we'll try plant. Another plant. Like... No, see, I kind of am leaning towards candles. Maybe not. Oh, actually, we could do these ones. I kind of wish that they were just plain, though. And then we could do the... There's these candles, and then there's another... These ones. Is this one better? I mean, maybe if I get a different color of these ones. They're just like... They're so not serious. I guess these ones are a little bit better. They just aren't serious. But I guess neither are these ones. Mocap, hello! Nice to see you again. Hope your Friday's going well. Let's do the big ones, and then I'll do a plant up here. It's good, thank you! I'm roasting. It's really hot where I live right now. I'm like so excited for fall because it's my favorite season of the year and I love fall fashion and layers, and it's September, so in my head I'm like ready for it, and then it's just still plus 31 every single day. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'll wear this summer dress for a little bit longer, but it feels kind of wrong in September. I don't know, is it really hot? Is it Quebec that you're from? Is it really hot over there right now? Because in Western Canada, especially, I'm like toasty. All right, we were looking for, oh, we could do, oh, one of these little clocks is kind of cool. It just feels like it belongs above a fireplace. And we don't have a clock anywhere else in the room right now. So we'll do that maybe, and then, or do we do the candles on this side and then do the plant over here? I kind of like it beside the bookshelf. I'll just do a little plant. Or is it too perfect now? Oh no. 22 here. See, that's so much more tolerable. I like it better that way. That's like the sweet spot of summer heat for me. I think today it's like 31 or 32 Celsius here right now, and I'm like, ugh. Oh, here's a nice little one. Is it weird that it's like, oops, a little off? Guys, I don't know if I like it. I'm scared it's too cluttered now. Maybe the candles aren't it. Maybe maybe the candles are just too... too much. I like the clock though. I like the little clock. Do we just do another, like, is the same plant weird? They're red flowers. It goes with the red room. And then I'm just gonna move this so that it's like more above here. And I think that's probably good for this room. Is this one light enough? And then I like the idea that you can like read by the fire or you can play chess and it's just like a nice little space. A nice little space. So that's this room. I'm still open to options for the carpet. I like, do you think, hold on, is the gray better than the black? Is the black too black? This is almost like a, I think it's more like a brown. No, I think I'm gonna stick with the black. It is kind of bothering me that this isn't like all centered. But we have the window behind here that we covered too, so I think this is the best that it gets. And then we still have full circulation around everything and stuff too, so I think that's the best that it gets. I mean, maybe when you're in the room, because you'd be coming through here, it would feel a lot more centered, I think. So we'll leave it. Okay, now we're on the office. Was this the best desk? What desk did we pick? Hold on. I don't even remember what desk options there were. Hold. I want like ornate, large, executive, extra desk. Oh, that's this one. Or we do the kind of cool vintagey looking one, but I think the problem with this one is that it would look a little bit nicer if it was against a wall, because this is not a very nice side, but this is beautiful. However, this desk here has the books on the front, so it's meant to be exposed here, so I think we stick with this. What color? Because I think the idea is that I like this as red too. I think the idea is that the study, this room, carries into this room. So I'd like to maybe kind of keep it like a similar vibe, but I don't want to make it like a one-for-one. Like, I don't think I want to copy the wallpaper over per se. Floral fancy. But maybe we do like a different, like this. I think this swatch should have the same color of molding. Oh no, but they're all awful except the one that we picked. Like this? Not it. Or is this? Maybe we go something like this. Ooh, wait, this is sexy. Hold on. I think I like it. I think I like it. And then I don't know where to put the coat rack, or if we even need it. hard with the space this small because I think like if we had the space for it, then I would maybe do like 2 chairs sitting in front. We could just say that the person who owns this house is an entrepreneur or like a lawyer or something. But we don't have the space for that. I wonder if I could get away with a chair in the corner instead. Or would it just feel kind of out of place? Like something like that? It kind of matches too. It's like they came as a set or something. Also, I don't think this chandelier is the best call for this room. So what do we do? Something else for sure. A lot of these lights are just not it, in my opinion. No. I kind of like this box one. Like the lantern chandelier. But would the correct thing be to just bring this over? Because again, they're kind of supposed to be like same, but different. Something like that, maybe? And this is where I mean I want it to be like same, but different, because I want there to be just a ridiculous array of books behind. That's my dream. And then we need, I feel like we need like a little table or something in the middle. And then some extra drapery or something. And a rug. How have I got this far without putting down a rug? Which one? Which one? Is this too boring? Is it too boring? Let's see. What's this one? Oh, it's a faux fur rug. Oh my goodness. Probably not. I mean, this one's not terrible. But I think a lot of the swatches of it are not quite what we're looking for. It's just a little bit like, I don't know, like almost pastel-y. What the heck is this one? I got that like summer expansion pack. Outdoor. Is this one? Nope, too big. I don't think I want a round one in here. Too small. Too square. This one's so cute, but I think all of the swatches of it are just like animals. Actually, there's the flowers. Wait, is this too unserious? I feel like this is a little too unserious for what we're trying to go for with this room. I like the size and shape of this one the best, I think. Yeah, I think this is the best. So I might make a swatch of this one work. Like, is the red too much? It feels a little bold to me. See, and the swatch preview here does not match what I'm seeing. And I don't know, is it my monitor maybe? But I mean, we could bring in and use the rug to bring in another color. I'm just trying to decide what would not contrast with the red. Like, I don't like this green very much, and I feel like this is just too close. Like, I think if I had to pick, I'd pick this one. Or the purple. Like, even this one on its own is not terrible. Or we just do like what we did and go plain. Actually, this might be the safest. I actually don't even hate this swatch because like it has the red along the perimeter. Maybe we keep this. Like this? Actually, yeah, I kind of like it, I think. And I feel like we need a plant in the corner. It's hot. Toasty, toasty for September. Okay, so we need... I'd like to see if we can get like a little side table that goes behind there, if it can fit, but I don't know if there's anything small enough. Like, this will probably just be too big. Actually, wait, I got an idea. Just use it, like, put a shelf back here. Something like this. Like that. And then it just looks more like a built-in piece. Ooh, what if we did something like this? Hold on. Thoughts? Actually, I'm gonna pick the covering first before I go from there. But I do like it on the lower part here. And then we can like put stuff on it. I wonder if we should do a floor lamp or a plant. Floor lamp or plant. Window coverings first, and then we'll figure it out. I kind of like these plain ones, but now we need something that doesn't conflict. I just feel like it's such a shame to do blinds. But I don't know if there's any coverings that are shorter. This is okay. I kind of like that it goes to the underside of the crown molding. Or same even with like this. Oh, it looks like it's pooling on the on the shelf. These are complementary to the ones that we picked on the other side, I think. I don't know if I like this on this side. Like, we almost need to put something here to make it worth it. But we can do that. We could do... something like this. I think we want a nicer one. Do I have one on the other side? No, those are wardrobes, I think. Maybe something like that. Yeah, something like that. And then... what do we do over here? I feel like if this were an actual utilized professional office space, you would have some kind of wall where you hang things you're showing off, right? Like maybe... do something like this. I want some kind of plant, I think. I want a big one though. I wish you could sort the plants by sizes, because sometimes I think it's going to be a big plant and then I bring it in and then it's not. Like the fern, maybe? Like that? And this doesn't have to quite go so far. No. Something like this. And then I think we need to clutter it up. Okay, we need clutter. Something of that sort. So, like I said, I think we would show things off here. Is it too boring to put a sales award? I don't know if I want the guy who, or like the person, the guy or girl that owns this house to be a salesperson. Junior solar systems. Just like bars of money. Just showing off their bricks of gold. All-star trophy. Sure, that sounds good. Stephanie, hello! Welcome to the stream. How's it going? I'm good, thanks. Just mulling over what to put on these shelves, but I'm good. Enjoying the fact that it's Friday. I get the weekend off, so it's been nice. It's been nice. How's your week been? Are you looking forward to the weekend? I'm pretty good, thanks for asking. Any Friday plans or just hanging? Let's see. What did we put on the... because I don't want to put the same stuff. We just put like a bunch of travel stuff like boats and planes and antique typewriter, but like what else? What else would you show off? I mean, okay, if you're doing business, ideally you would have multiple awards that you would show off, right? So maybe we do something like that. We'll say they have like a couple trophies. Alexa, hello! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Hi, hi! Nice to see some first-time chatters. Hope your Friday's going well. It's nice that we're free. Excited for the weekend. Like I was saying, it's so freaking hot where I'm from that, like, I want it to be fall in my wardrobe and I'm ready for the layers, but it's just not happening. It's like plus 31 Celsius. Do you play other games? I stream about home design, so a lot of times I'm talking about that. So I do a lot of like house tour reactions or like talk about like house design articles, but Sims is primarily what I've been playing right now because it's like the most transferable build game. But the arsenal, like I want to play more build games on stream. I really like the idea of doing like a Zillowcraft series of like trying to build real houses in other sandbox games. Like I think I could make it work with Minecraft. Fortnite has a sandbox mode, so I'd like to play around with that too. Plus I know there's also some other games that have just like decor as a feature, I guess, like Animal Crossing and stuff. So I would like to introduce more of that eventually, but starting with Sims right now because it's like free and the most familiar to me. But but yeah, do you play build games? Like, are you a Sims player or do you do other things as well? Oh my god, a fountain? It's so massive. No, thank you. Antique metal jug. This is like fancy sticks. You're cute, by the way. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Fashion is a side hobby for sure. By the way, what's your skincare routine? Your skin glows more than mine. Hot office, probably. I'm sweating. But no, I do use a lot of like skin oils. But yeah, no, I just like wash face before bed, and then I make my own skin oils. I've been using a lavender one that I've made lately. And then good diet, honestly, I think goes super far as well. I try not to have a lot of dairy or gluten, at least at this point right now, and that's been doing me a lot of favors, so... Let's see. I'm just struggling for what else to put on these shelves. Sometimes I feel like it's getting like it's really really easy to overthink the clutter aspect. Our founder. Oh my god, it's so large. Maybe not quite that big. Thank you for the compliments. Wow. Oh, business card over. Nice outdoor sign. Okay. I think I'm overthinking the shelf clutter. And I probably shouldn't concentrate on these little things so hard. One sec. Do you guys play Sims as well? I can follow back when I'm off stream. I know some of these plants fit on shelves, but not all of them, I guess, hey? Bro, I wish that you could sort by, like, size of object for things that actually would snap, because I'm I feel like I'm struggling to see what fits. No, not yet, but I really love to watch. You've never played The Sims yourself? It is free, which I think is really cool that they finally did that. I feel like, yeah, when did they make it free? Like last year or a couple of years ago? I mean, it's a little bit of like, I don't know. I remember buying The Sims when it used to be like $70 to pay for the game. I played a lot in high school. Actually, that would have been Sims 3. And I believe it was like $70 or something like that. Back when you had to like actually buy the CD as well. You couldn't just like buy it off Steam. We'll do some plans. I'm not loving how it's clipping with the curtain, but we'll just pretend that that's not happening. I need office stuff, hey? Let's maybe go via decor, clutter. I'm just wondering what to put. Maybe I should put a computer on the desk, actually. That might be a good idea. I'll do a laptop. There we go. But yeah, I feel like now that The Sims has made it free, it just makes it a lot more approachable for anybody that just wants to dabble. And I remember when I first bought Sims 3 back a long time ago, you needed a really good computer. Also, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Your eyes look like a moon. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, I remember needing to have like the nicest computer and being so sad that my laptop at the time could not handle this game. I feel like it's come a long way though, which is really great. Oh, photos. Photos are a good thing. Actually, can those go on the shelf? Do we have better ones than this though? Or is it just the photos of fruit? Butterflies? Yeah, now we're getting a lot more stuff that actually fits on the shelf, so I'm happier. Thank you so much for all the compliments. I appreciate it. Let's see. Drawing memo pad. What is this? A coin token. What is this? Just a stack of money? Is that what that is? Just like a stack of money here? Pencil holder. I could do a little pencil holder too. But like I said, I think I'm getting caught up in like tiny semantics. It doesn't really warrant that much concentration and time, hey? All the awards. And then, do they have anything that would be like, you know how like you frame your degree or whatever you get for your post-secondary when you graduate? Do you think they have anything like that? I've never really looked too closely. But I feel like an office like this, that would be where you would hang that, right? Or alternatively, I do love these like architectural art pieces, but if we put one of those up, I think we need to lower everything. Or at least like we could lower this down. Maybe that's the move. I kind of don't hate it. I mean, okay, it would be accurate for an architect to buy a house like this. They are the people that do care about this kind of historical accuracy and preservation. Do you have a DC? Oh, what does that mean? Help, I'm a millennial. You like direct chat? Question mark? What color? I kind of like the black frame, but I feel like it doesn't really go with anything else. Maybe this one. Something like that. And then, again, just like shelf stuff. This is my last peruse of it, and then I give up. DC means Discord. See, this is how much of a millennial I am. No. I should. I've thought about it. But to be honest, my primary form of content creation is via YouTube. And so like my live streaming is a means to an end. I live stream to make YouTube videos. And then my YouTube community is arguably a little bit bigger, but YouTube has a different culture around that stuff, right? Like Twitch is so foreign to me. Actually, I still feel like I'm learning. Like I've been streaming for coming on a year and a half now, but I definitely don't utilize a lot of the aspects of like community curation that Twitch offers or like that is ingrained in Twitch culture. And I feel like I should, but it's very strange. I feel like there isn't a lot of other creators or people in my niche because like I talk about home design. I watch house tours and like critique house tours and stuff, and nobody's really doing that yet. So I feel like I'd be nervous to start a Discord or anything until I felt like I had more of like a sizable community, or like there's more established number of us that are kind of interested in doing the same things. So that's kind of what I've been waiting for, specifically in regards to Discord. I'm hesitant to make a Discord just to make for the sake of making a Discord, if you know what I mean. So right now my YouTube channel and Instagram are like the two primary avenues of social media presence I prefer. I've been trying to get on the TikTok train, but man, I'm not a short form content girly. Even Reels, I find Reels so much of an effort. Like, it's only 90 seconds, but I feel like when you do long form content, you have so much time to build up a story, build up a narrative, get to the meat of the content. But with short form, you really have to get there pretty much immediately, like within the first 5 seconds. And I think just by nature, I'm a more methodical person. So it isn't super compatible with my preferred form of storytelling and connection online with other people and stuff. Like, I much prefer to do long form content on YouTube, and then I love streaming because I love meeting other people from around the world and actually getting the chance to like talk and connect with them. So like I get a pretty, all right, well, okay, I was on a 2-month hiatus, so I'm back. Hello, welcome. Prior to that, though, there was a lot of my community would come that are architectural or interior design professionals from Europe and stuff. So it was really, really cool to be able to talk to people about their experience being overseas and like what their world is like there. Maybe I'll just kind of like put these guys like a little bit more like in the middle or something. But I feel like, yeah, I'm making a comeback and working back from the ground up, which is brand new. I haven't had to feel like I'm starting over yet. But a 2-month hiatus, I didn't think it would be very long, but in hindsight, according to the internet, at least, 2 months is a pretty sizable hiatus. So, I think I'm gonna take a pause with this room and say we'll move on to the next room. The only thing I'm kind of going back and forth on is if it's worth doing like another light, like a floor lamp, or if this is enough. But I also have a terrible habit of just liking to clutter the shit out of every room and making it super busy, but I'm kind of having a maybe less is more sort of moment. Maybe we do something with art here though. Let's say this wall gets something and then we're done. Like, even this is really nice. And it does seem to... I don't know, I think it fits with the vibe, I guess. Like this. We're cultured here. We're cultured, right? Well, let's just say that. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this room went. I think it's a nice little office. The only thing is I'm like, do we put something under here because there is on the other? But no, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. We're gonna move on. So generally speaking, yeah, we did this room. We did this room. I'm happy with these. I don't think we need to do anything in the entryway. Typically you wouldn't, I don't think. Otherwise we're just like cluttering for the sake of clutter. I love this wallpaper. I don't think this door should stay black though, hey? Does it feel stark? Like, white is probably a better call here. And then I'm wondering if we do some art here. Perhaps. But what do we got? Does it have to be art, or could it be some kind of decorative? Like, I don't mind these cool wall hangings, or like but are plates in the hallway a little unfitting? Art might be the best call. I do feel like I could probably expand the horizons of my custom content a lot with specifically the art that I have in my arsenal. I feel like I spend a lot of time looking for art that I like. But, oh yeah, see here we have, oh, we definitely have to finish these railings going around the stairs. Right now it's just completely open and someone could absolutely kill themselves, so we'll fix that when we get to the second story. But maybe instead of doing something on the stairs here, we'll just do something kind of skinny and straight on this wall. And I'm just being mindful of time. I think the last room, we'll start this formal living room in the front here, but that'll be the last room that I do today. I have dinner plans. I'm going to a vegan restaurant. So, just the stretched canvas does not fit the vibe, I don't think. Well, these are so small. But this is what I mean, like if you could sort by size, that would be incredible. And maybe it's just, is that just something that you pick up over time? Because, again, I'm not a Sims builder, really. Actually, this is pretty. Or, wait, I'm having an aha moment. There's no coat storage or anything at the front door. Can we do another coat rack here? It looks so small though. Like, I feel like something needs to go in this little corner. Is this an art opportunity? Is this where we do one of the gaudy statues? Or like... I don't know how I feel about the fancy sticks though. I mean, when all else fails, plant it up. Oh, this guy's so small. so small. Actually, this one's a good one. Everybody loves a fiddle leaf fig. And then we still have an art opportunity here, so let's figure that out quick. And I like art that you can actually see, because we do have a pretty bold wallpaper, or at least a busy wallpaper here. So ideally we get something that has a frame and stands out. Oh my god, a rooster. Like, and I know some of them, well, not that one. Some of them, the actual picture will change. This is where my experience is like lacking for sure. I mean, I kind of like this one. Just because you notice it? I think that's probably good for this, this area here. So now we're at the formal living room. And this shape of room is the same as the old version of this house. Here. But it's kind of weird to me to not have the fireplace be the focal point. Like, it's kind of just tucked against this wall here, like almost like an afterthought, which I find very interesting. So I guess I'll just keep it though, because it doesn't have anywhere else to go aside from here, but I'll delete these for sure. And then we can change the swatch of it. The door is like clipping in the wall too. Look at that. I'll have to hide that at some point. Also, hello. My glass wasn't doing its job. This still feels a little low. Hold on. Why does it seem higher? Why are you so much higher? Now here's a question. Do we keep the feature color, I guess, like the paneling, I guess, that's here? Because this is based off of what they did existing. Like this is all existing. This dark trim, dark crown molding. Even the chandelier is the same. Or do we just ex-nay it and completely start over? Because I'ma tell you, I'm kind of leaning towards starting over. And I'm just trying to remember the checklist of characteristics of colonial revival that we learned. Floral patterns, soft upholstery, stripes, and neutrals. So I think maybe in these rooms is actually when we start leaning into that a little bit more. Because I do think this one on the left still deviates a bit. Like, we went a little bit more masculine and a little bit more moody on this side, but that honestly has not really been the case for a lot of the examples that we viewed photos of. So now's probably a good time. Like, even like this hallway is much more accurate, I would say, to what should be here. So I'm thinking, because this is a formal living room, I'm thinking of just kind of going sofa with 2 chairs. It's like the place that you bring guests in and you visit, but instead of showing them the rest of your house. So, actually I'm gonna pick one in a moment. It's so freaking hot. I need more water. I've been cooking. One sec. Guys, my dog rolled in a dirt patch in our backyard and he just came inside and it was literally like a dust poof. Like if you like on his back, it's just like it's really gross. But I'm gonna make Krish deal with that. I was like, oh no, do I deal with this right now or do I deal with this later? And again, I'm gonna pass it off. He's so dirty. He's a Bernese Mountain Dog mixed with a Golden Retriever cross, and he is obsessed with, like, if it's raining and we go to the dog park and there's a puddle anywhere at the park, he will just lay in it and then roll in it. And it's the grossest thing. But he won't swim, which is weird. You go to the lake or to the river and try and like throw a stick in to like let him tread water and go out, and he won't do it. Dirt, totally great. Water, no thank you. I don't know, it's the weirdest thing to me. I've never had a dog that loves dust like this either. It's like, oh, like if you went to like a baseball diamond or something and the like red dirt or whatever, like he loves that. Or if it's like a gravel patch, roll in it. Thank God he doesn't roll in animal poop though, because I feel like that would have been the line that I would not be down for crossing. All right, we have to pick furniture. Now, can we pick a 3-seat? Would a 3-seater fit? Or do we go 4? Because I think we could do 3. Oh, I'm so unsure. Maybe let's start with 2. I kind of want the clearance. Like, I kind of want it to be like in the middle of the room with 2 chairs. Like something like this. Something like this, but like in different colors. But maybe we go the other way. Maybe the chairs go on this side and then the sofa goes over here. And we do like this, and then we do like this, and then we do like this. Does that feel better? There's something kind of strange though about having, like, I don't know, this just feels so open. Like, okay, now if we pick a table, is this in the way for game mechanics? I don't know enough. Will the Sims be able to sit in these chairs fine? Or does it all need to go like back like this? Or if we don't angle it at all and we do them like this. But is this just feels almost like, this just feels like an interview room now. But I guess that's kind of what a formal living room is. Like, it's kind of supposed to be just that, like, formal. But it would almost be nicer than to do the 3-seater like this. And then do this in the middle. And then have the chairs. And then if this is the case, let's flip it. Oh my god. I do like the chairs on this side more for some reason. I think maybe just like something about having like a big sofa back against the wall. Like this. I don't like that it's not centered though. But it kind of can't be. I'm just gonna bring it out of the way of the... This? Maybe if I paint this so that it's a different color, it'll be better. What color of sofa? So we can do whatever we want. Oh, this is beautiful. Again, we're going for like pastel-y and soft. I really like this swatch. And I can pick, like, they don't have to match the chairs per se. Hold on. White. Maybe I like this one. But it's very close. What other chairs we got? There's these ones. Oh wait, why do I kind of like a chair on the end here? Wait, why do I like this? Like, but then do they all match? Or I feel like that might be too many chairs. It might be too many chairs. Or maybe you do the big comfy ones here. And then these like less comfy ones. Like you pull them up almost. Okay, before we pick these chairs, how about let's pick either like a wallpaper or a wall finish. And I do want to base it off of this sofa color because I think it's beautiful. This like dusty blue is a beautiful sofa color. Maybe we'll go like gold. Let's see. I also have this Art Deco wall finish, but I think a lot of it is well, you know, I don't hate it. There was a yellow too. The yellow I think is just too bright. This is really bright. The blue is nice though. This one? Or like this? This one or this one? I kind of think I like the higher. Do we all just do it the same? Or instead of black, let's just make it all white. All white, maybe? Like, where'd it go? Like there's this one here. Instead of black. Actually, the other thing that we had that got deleted, there was columns here depicting this like build out, and those are now gone? Question mark? Hold. Oh. Not that one. that one. I don't remember which one it was before it got removed. Like, is there like a all white version of this? Or... This is the Art Deco one? Hmm. It honestly might have just been this round one. Because yeah, it was like this. And it was for the top here. Oh wait, there are specific colors of it. Oh, maybe we use this as an opportunity then to do a cute color. Does that mean we do the Art Deco column in the same color? Which one was it though? I think it was this one. Whoa, why did this all change though? That's so funny. Oh. Delete this. Oh, there's two overlapping. That's probably why. This one. See, but I don't like how it ties in. Not this one, at least. This one's actually kind of cooler in my opinion. But I don't think it goes as... Oh, it does go white. Okay, maybe we'll do this one. And then... Something happened here that glitched the walls. Or is it a lighting issue? Look at this. What does this mean? That was weird. So I will say, and this is just a personal preference, but I think I might like gold or yellow with the top instead. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is much better. Okay, let's leave it like this. Then these window coverings can go. This should go. This should go. So we need a better light. What do we do? And a rug. I feel like a square one will be good. That actually might even help us figure out how to center some of this in the room. So let's start with a square. Something like this. Honestly, I really like where it's going so far. It's a little busy, but that's fine, right? We don't mind. So, a light. Now, we have been doing just the same chandelier. I guess this one? It just fits the vibe so well. Hmm. No, I think I like it under the window more. But this has to be in the middle of the room then, though. Maybe the square one's not the move. What about... There was an oval one. Too small. Or is round. Actually, ooh, the round kind of fits. I think the round fits.
You're gonna be okay, kid.
Yeah, that's the best. Hold on. Why can't I pick the rug? Hello? There we go. Probably the light one, hey? I think this one. And then this goes here. Okay. And I actually kind of like these curtains. I do kind of like them. I think they can stay. I think we placed them earlier. But the one question then is, yeah, maybe we go a little bit higher. And then... I think we have to change this swatch though. It's just like... so matchy. It's like there is dark wood along here. Maybe we bring in... Now what do we do about these chairs? Do we do one different, two the same? Because I'm a fan of doing different. So like... What are they? Oh, they're like really different in size though. I like them to be different if they're kind of similar in the size. Let's see. I also don't think I want it to be nude then. Because it's too matchy with the rug. We could bring in yellow as an accent color, but I think it would be nicer if it were a... Like some of these yellows are just almost fluorescent. Like it's just like not quite the yellow, you know? Like I would want it to be a pastel for sure. Ooh, the stripe actually. Wait, I like the stripe a lot. Wait, let's just do two of these. Maxie, hello, welcome to the stream. How's your Friday? Wait, yeah, I like the stripes. Okay, and then we gotta do some stuff at the window here. Do we put a chair on the end? Is this weird? I'm good, thanks. How are you? I'm cooking. It's so freaking hot where I live. I'm in Western Canada and it's not fall here at all yet. But trying not to complain because our winters are very harsh, so... Oops. I think I just shot myself up. I'm learning the keyboard shortcuts still. Okay, is this too many chairs? I think it might be too many chairs. Oh, frick. You didn't see that. You did not see that. Let's see. Let's just look at this window now. See, I'm a big fan of these, like, cool, varied plant stands. Oh, these are really cute, too. Like, I feel like a bay window like this is just a perfect plant spot. You know what I mean? Plant spot. You look very nice. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I think I'm just gonna, like, clutter it up. We'll change the colors of the pots and stuff in a sec. And maybe this is the room where we do the hanging plant in the corner. We'll do a little side table here or something as well, but let's keep cluttering. We'll keep the clutter going. This one is too big. This one's almost too big too. How long have you been streaming? I've been streaming for about, I'd say a year and a half now, but super casually. Like, to be honest, I make YouTube videos, and I would say YouTube is like my first priority over streaming. But I use streaming to make my YouTube videos. So it's kind of a win-win. Because I can use my structure for the videos that I want to make. And then it helps with streaming when no one's in the chat. So yeah, so as far as like the streaming side goes, I love doing it so much, but I don't do it as much as I would like. I guess where I'm going with this is like some people that stream will stream like 3 or 4 times a week for like 4 to 6 hours or more, and I'm pretty much just a once a week girly. You catch me on Fridays at this time, and I always have an itinerary. How's it going so far? Honestly, I love it. I've been making YouTube videos since I was in junior high school, and I love it. I think I would just like, even if there wasn't a YouTube, if there was no such thing, I think I would still be making videos for fun. It's it's very enjoyable to me. So, have you dabbled in content? Maybe I'll just keep this one as orange. It's got the little plant wall. Is there another hanging plant in this kit aside from the one? I mean, I guess there's the ferns, but they kind of, I mean, I guess you could do them in the middle. Like, you could say they're like in between the windows. But is this like, I don't know if this is it. You know what I mean? There's these little ones too. Oh, actually, I love these. These like little under the window guys. What do you think about the streaming community? I love it. Like I said, I do a lot of YouTube related stuff as well, and it's very, very different. But I do really like the streaming community is so much more, how do I say it? Like engaged almost. Like I really like the chat culture of Twitch a lot. I've learned so much from so many people around the world, which you don't quite get if you're just doing long form content per se. I think this is good for like a little plant plant clutter corner. I don't know how to hide this clip in the wall. I kind of want to put something here, and my gut is saying just do like a really freaking large art piece, but I don't know. I just don't, I don't know. I don't know if that's the call. Like, we could just do something like this. See, but I still see it. What made you want to be a streamer? I wanted to make YouTube content around like build stuff, build games, and like learning about architecture. I 3D model buildings for a living, and I'm renovating my house. And so I wanted to make YouTube videos about 3D modeling my house and renovating it, and like what it looks like in 3D versus what actually gets built in real life. And I wanted to compare and contrast that. And then I kind of realized, like, if I'm recording myself 3D modeling at my computer, I might as well just stream it live and then talk about what I'm doing to people that have any questions, or like, sorry, share. Yeah, it's just a little bit more personal. And then it's kind of evolved from there to beyond just like my house renos into like other really fun content. Like I said, I do a lot of other stuff now aside from just my house renos. Like, this is like what I'm doing in Sims. This is a real house from Zillow. So like, here, this house, this was before it got renovated, but it's this house. This is a real house. And so we built it in Sims and then are renovating it now. So it's really fun. I'm enjoying it. Have you decided on lore for your OC? I don't have an OC. Like, are you talking about, like, that to me sounds more like in the realm of, what's the word? Like the VR chat community or like the VR streaming community. But I don't have like a model for that or anything. So it's not really anything I've thought about. to be honest. Okay, now we need a little table for this corner. And we'll do a dark wood one as well. Which one looks the most vintage? Also, I think I need to keep this corner clearance, but man, does this look like the perfect spot for a statue or something gaudy. Is this a good point to introduce like metal or something? Ooh, what if we did like silver, or like, actually we have the gold on the ceiling too. Have you debuted or started streaming without a debut? Well, I've been streaming for a year and a half. Like I said, I don't have a VR model or anything though. So the answer to that would be yes, I have debuted. And I have started streaming without a debut. I think I like this round one more. No, this one's cooler. And what do we put on the table? Candles, that's the answer. Hold on. Where'd they go? The little candle tabletop ones. These ones. Yeah. That's cute. Not sure about the color though, one sec. See, this swatch does not match. No, I think I like the darker one the most actually. Do I put window coverings over here? This is the room to do the candles, actually. This is the room. This is the room to do it. I think. What do we put on top of here? Maybe we do a little table lamp of sorts. I like the oil lamps. I think that's what they're called. I like those. Oh, sorry, one moment. My iPad's gonna die. There we go. Okay, yeah, this one. This is super cute. Maybe I'll just keep that in the corner, and then some kind of clutter probably, like a book, or like something like that. What is this song? This sounds like a movie soundtrack. One sec. I'm skipping it. It's a little bit, a lot. Okay. Write it down. Memo pad? Not quite. Stack of CDs? No. See, we need a record player. I don't have anywhere to listen to music in this. Oh my gosh, the quill. Wait, hold on. I'm putting this in here. I feel like you need a quill in an old-timey office. What's this? Oh, this is a good... like here, maybe? There we go. Okay. As I find things... This is pretty. I don't want to clutter the desk too much. Phone and keys? Well, I am an artist too. Please don't consider me a GFF. Would you mind sharing your Discord? I actually don't use Discord. I'm weird. If you have Instagram, my Instagram handle's the same as my Twitch. I could be interested in emotes, so... Actually, maybe I'll do the phone and keys on this little ledge here. There. That's cute. And then... What else we got? Painting team. Oh, this is definitely the room where you put photos on a mantle, right? Do we have other photos aside from just like this weird team one though? Or maybe I just do something more decorative. What's this? Condiments? Gardening tools. Oh, these are cute. They clip though. Hold on. There. You can't have a plant section like this without a way to take care of it, okay? Yoga. Do these candles work too? Just like a whole candle wall? What if we just did like the whole thing candles? Is that too much? Is that too much? I think it's too much. I'm backpedaling. Decor. Clutter. Unassuming bucket. We don't need body care essentials. See, this looks like something that would be like... Let's this? Oh, just like a bunch of creative stuff? That's cool. Sorry, I'm taking this opportunity to familiarize myself with all this stuff. Whoa, these are massive. Holy. Holy. VIP bucket. Oh my god. Canvases, the quill. What else we got? This is a lot of bathroom stuff. Bowl of fruit. Oh, the Zen garden's really cute too. I'm gonna put one there. It's so small. Grandmother's urn. That would go up here. For sure. Mega hutch. Ooh. Ooh, if we didn't need the clearance. Is it stupid? This kind of looks like more of a kitchen thing, but I'm gonna place it, and I think the clearance will work. Whoop. We'll try it. Yeah, I think the color that it is now works. And then... what else? Like, maybe one more thing? I mean... probably can't go wrong with just doing a smaller potted plant on the... there we go. Cute! Do we do window coverings in here? Like, if we did, I definitely want them to be, hold on, like smaller? For sure. One sec. Nice, Axie. Yeah, if you find me on Instagram, if you have an Instagram or a Twitter, that's probably better for me. Like I said, I could be interested in emotes, so we can talk. No, I don't think we do window coverings, at least not ones. Well, we could do ones that are like... because I don't think we can do like proper drapery. It covers too much. But even something like these, but like in a nicer color maybe? Like something like... oh my god, the window. Hold on. I might just... here, I'm just gonna snap these to the heights they want to snap at. Send me Discord. I don't use Discord, sorry. I do not. And I'll move that here. It's one of those like weird, there we go. There we go. All right. Okay. Yeah, window coverings, good. I mean, okay. Let's see. Whoa. I think this is the best color. I just want to make sure that there isn't a subtle... no, this is the best color. Okay. And then... maybe... one or two more art pieces. Just something that's like a little bit more... simple? Like something like this. And then definitely something over here. This is another spot that looks like it would be really good to have a gallery wall, like here. And I did really like, I mean, we did place this one in the office. I think it was this one. But again, we did it with like different art than this. It was more this style. So if we did it like this, with a lighter frame maybe, or darker frame, or white. Actually, I kind of like the white. And then, is this too vacant? Something here? Too vacant. Hey Crush, how's it going? Too vacant. Vacant. I'm just wondering if I should put something over here or if that is weird with the fireplace, because we have this big art piece here. So I feel like maybe not. Maybe not. I wish there was a moon. I don't think there is. I think that's just the sun. I'm trying. Whoa. Whoa. Cool. Honestly, I think it's probably good. Like I said, you kind of reach a point where you're just adding clutter for the sake of adding clutter. Actually, I kind of like that hook on a string thing. Will that fit anywhere in here? Actually, maybe on this wall. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? This one? So hard to tell how tall it is. Like this one? Something like that. Okay, and then what's this? Well, these are kind of cute. What the heck? But I feel like anything dishware should go in the dining room. Whoa. A personal stock ticker. Open book. Hey, this is kind of cute. No. I'm just gonna leave this. I think it's good. I think it's good. I'm getting too nitpicky. But it's cute. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. I'm gonna call it here. That's it, that's all. I have dinner plans. I gotta go. But this was fun. This was fun. I'm looking forward, like now that we have momentum going, next is the dining room and then the kitchen, and then we're just gonna get to the upstairs levels. I'm excited. I think it's gonna be really fun. I'm loving how it's coming together so far. I can't get over, I love this room so much. I love this a lot. I didn't think I would love it so much. I love it a lot. And that's me. That's it. I will be live again next Friday at the same time, about 2:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I'm a very inconsistent streamer. Well, okay, I'm consistently inconsistent. Well, I'm predictably inconsistent. I only stream Fridays at 2:30 p.m. MST. I'm going to keep that schedule just for a while longer. My life's a little bit chaotic, so that's my cap. So hopefully I'll see you then. If not, keep up on my YouTube channel. I have new videos every like 2 weeks or so. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you so much for hanging out, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye!